As communities in southern states recover from Hurricane Helene's damage, an upstate community is planning on reinforcing its own infrastructure in the case of an unplanned event. The Lothbury Lake Dam, the source of drinking water in Saratoga Springs, was deemed as a high-hazard dam back in 2018, and now officials are moving a step forward in reinforcing it.
The project starts on the upstream side of the dam.
350 million gallons of water held in place by a 150-year-old dam, and now it's getting an upgrade. Saratoga City engineers and leaders walking us through the project on Friday.
And this is also going to provide a lot more capacity.
The strength of the redundancy of having another source that we can draw from the lake that goes through the dam, that is going to be the big benefit for the water plant.
It's a very innovative idea the engineer came up with.
They're going to essentially take this bank that is at like a 60-degree slope, and they're going to flatten it out to more of a 30-degree slope to strengthen the wet wall.
Well, if you've ever driven over Route 50, you're driving over a dam at the time. It used to be a railroad track. That was back in the 1960s, and that's the last time this structure was addressed. Back in 2018, the DEC said that this was a high-hazard reservoir at that, and that is when this project took off.
You know, what would happen in a severe hurricane, tropical storm, earthquake, something along those lines where damage happens to the dam and then it releases water downstream towards residences, businesses, and the water treatment plant as well.
City Council approved financing this week. John Stafford signing agreements with agencies on Friday. He says he recognizes the city's facing financial shortfalls, but this was something that needed to be addressed throughout its capital plan over the past few years.
It's still safe, but it needs work, and we're going to perform that work so it will not become anything that's high hazard.
Construction set to start in the next couple of weeks with the hope of being finished by fall of 2025. There is potential, too, for traffic closures as the project goes on.
It's one of the things that people take for granted is that drinking water, and we have a wonderful crew, as you've seen, and we have a wonderful source here.
There were 147 dams across the state deemed high hazard as a part of that DEC report. The Rensselaer Lake Dam in Albany and Bradley Lake Dam in Troy, two that did receive funding from the DEC to help address their issues. The Hoosick School Dam was the only dam in the state rated unsafe.